Melissa here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have something very special for you guys. I hope you guys can see. I did a little bit of eyeshadow on myself. So if you guys like this look, make sure you guys stay tuned and keep watching the video so that you guys can see how I achieved it. And also make sure you guys like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on that bell notification so you can get notified when I post my videos. Alright guys, so we're going to be starting with our eyes. So my brows are already done. I already did them off camera just to save some time. I'm going to be using this Helen E Backstage Primer. I really like this eyeshadow primer because it's going to help our shadows show up better, and it's going to help it stick. So I like the Helen E primer a little bit better than the P. Louise because I feel like the Helen E primer stays tacky. The P. Louise to me dries more matte. So once I start blending out my eyeshadows, it kind of makes it become a little bit patchy. So I'm just going to wipe off my brush with a little napkin, and then I'm gonna go in with some of my concealer to blend it into the brow bone, just to get that primer to blend more into my brow bone. And make sure when you're blending out your primer or anything in general that you're just tapping it into place and you're not swiping too much. So today we're gonna be using Juvia's Place palette, the Magic palette, and then also the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place. So first I'm gonna go into this big blending brush right here. This is from BH Cosmetics. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy, and this is going to be for the very first transition color. So I'm going to go into Nana right here from the Juvia's Magic palette. So now when I'm blending, tap. You guys tap everything you do. So I'm going to start from the middle of my eye. I never set my base because I feel like once you set the base, you lose that tackiness from the primer and it makes it matte. You want the tackiness from the primer to kind of grab onto the eyeshadow. When you're blending, I want you to keep the eyeshadows more rounded. So now I'm gonna move on to my second brush. My second brush is from Crown. It's the C441 brush. Okay? Oh, and don't forget to use my coupon code Beauty by Melissa for 20% off, yes. So now I'm gonna go into the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place, and then I'm gonna use the color Taza. Now I'm going to bring this color a little bit further down. You never want to cover your eyeshadow with the second color. You want to always bring it a little bit further down. I'm going to start in the middle, tap it down, and then tap it in. But keep your eyeshadows rounded when you're blending. So once I have it like this, we need to blend it up. I'm going to go back in with the first BH Cosmetic brush, and I'm going to go back into Nana. I'm going to get a little bit this time, just a little bit of that eyeshadow on the brush. And then instead of doing windshield wiper motions, I tap. So I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna tap only where the two colors meet. I just lightly tap where I see the harsh line. And that's gonna fade out the eyeshadow for me. So I'm just gonna continue adding some to my brush until I get that really, really blended. And as you can see, as I'm doing this, that color blends right before your eyes, but I don't lose any color. I feel like when you do the windshield wiper motion, you kind of lose out in some of the color. When I'm tapping, I'm keeping the color there, but I'm just blending it out where I need it to be blended. And just like that, the eyeshadow is blended. See the difference? And then now I'm gonna move on to my last brush. This brush is actually from Bdellium Tools right here. It's like a dupe for the matte 217. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into my last color, which is gonna be Fez, which is the darkest brown color. So this one right here. And I'm gonna bring this lowest into my crease. Keep this color more so on the outer edges. Okay, so once I have that brown pigmented how I want to, now I'm gonna go back in with my previous brush, which has the color Taza on it. I'm gonna get just a little bit of Taza, so I'm gonna tap just like this, like once or twice, and I'm gonna blend right where the brown and the Taza meet. And when I mean blending, I mean tap. So after we've blended out that brown color with the Taza, we're gonna go back into the very first color, which is Nana. I'm gonna get a little bit, and then now I'm gonna blend out where the Taza and the Nana color meets. And I'm still tapping. I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit of that Helen E primer on my brush, and I'm gonna put it all over my lids. This is gonna be our base for that nude color that we're gonna put down. I placed it just a little bit higher than my crease because I wanna be able to see the nude eyeshadow when I put it down. So I brought my primer a little bit higher. I'm gonna move on to this Kisi. I hope I'm saying it right. Kessie? Color right here. So to apply it, I'm gonna go in with this Crown C510 brush, It's like a flat shader brush. I'm just gonna press it right onto the base. When you're working with matte eyeshadows, you don't want to swipe, you just want to press it on. And then after we have that color packed onto the base, I'm gonna blend around the edges lightly. So I'm gonna go back in with the smallest brush, and then I'm gonna go in with the middle color. This color right here, and I'm gonna lightly blend around the edges. So we're gonna tap around at the edges because you don't wanna move the eyeshadow too much. And I'm gonna go back one more time with the darkest color to blend that out just further. And I'm gonna lightly place that nude eyeshadow one more time, just so we don't lose too much of that color. But when I place it this time, I'm not gonna bring it too far up. So we're basically done with the blending. So now we're gonna move on to wing eyeliner. So I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. With this eyeliner, I switch out the brush. So this brush is from Black Radiance, and then I just threw out the brush that came with the eyeliner and I just put it right on top. It fits perfectly. I can't really talk through when I'm doing eyeliner, so I'm gonna do a separate tutorial on how I do eyeliner talking through it. But with this, I gotta concentrate, so watch. Okay guys, so now we're gonna do that inner corner Egyptian eye. I lightly follow my the shape of my eye, because the shape of my eye kind of is, I have almond eyes, so it goes in more. So I just drag out my eyeliner and bring it in. And then I'm gonna bring it in. So I'm just making a little triangle. And then I'm gonna go in at the bottom, and I'm also gonna drag out the bottom. But this time when I do the bottom, I'm gonna go in with this Inglot gel liner number 77. And then I'm just gonna use any black eye pencil. I'm gonna actually use this ColourPop black eyeliner just to apply it. Okay, and I'm gonna further drag out the inner corner. It doesn't need to be perfect because we are gonna clean it up with concealer. Okay, now I feel like I look like a little bad bitch, so I call this the bad bitch wing, guys, because it just like, you know, I look like a different person. Like, so I'm gonna go into my favorite lashes, the AliExpress lashes D46. We're gonna be reusing them. Okay guys, so now we're gonna move on to the face. I'm gonna be using this Pond's moisturizer. I don't use anything crazy on my face. I know you guys are asking me for a skincare routine, but honestly guys, soap and water. So for primer guys, I'm gonna be using the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I'm gonna place it mainly in the areas that I have more texture. Okay, so I know a lot of people are against using Milk and Magnesia, but it works, okay? So I'm gonna use a little bit, and I'm actually going to apply it with a sponge. When I apply it with a sponge, it doesn't leave that white cast on the face. You know, it's a little weird because you're technically applying doodoo cream to your face, but you know, it keeps your makeup matte. But this is not something that I apply all the time, just when I need my makeup to stay on all day. I'm gonna be using my favorite combo, the Lancome and the Becca. This is in the shade 500 for the Lancome, and this is in the shade Espresso. So I'm gonna blend out my foundation using my Real Technique Instapop cheek brush. I recently did a video on how I get my flawless foundation routine, so you guys can click the card above to watch that full routine. Blend that out and make sure you guys get that neck. Don't be out here slacking with your neck mad black. So now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealers, Deep and Tan Deep Sand. So first I'm gonna go in with the Deep. I always like to bring the concealer a little bit down the sides of my nose just to slim out that nose area. Put the lighter one right on top. So I'm gonna get some concealer and I'm gonna clean up around the wing. I'm gonna use my Crown C469 brush, okay? And I'm just gonna get a little bit of that concealer and I'm gonna make the wing a little bit sharper, and I'm gonna make also the Egyptian eye, or the bad bitch wing. Yes, girl, a little bit sharper. Alright guys, so next we're going to preset with the IMAN powder, and I'm using Clay Medium Dark. And I'm using a dry beauty blender this time, so I'm going to get a little bit on my beauty blender and I'm going to lightly set around the eyes. So after we finish presetting the under eyes, now I'm going to move on to the powder. Fenty, okay? Riri, this powder is mad nice, okay? This powder is silky, silky smooth. I like this one and the crayon case one. And the color that I'm using is the color Honey. It's like a nice yellowish, but it's not too yellow. It's like that perfect golden yellow color. I'm just gonna go back in with my mascara, and I'm gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of this glitter liner. So I'm just gonna outline right underneath my bad bitch wings. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. Now I'm gonna move on to my Real Technique setting brush, and I'm also gonna use my Black Radiance setting powders. Now my Black Radiance setting powders, I put them in this empty Makeup Forever palette, and then I just depotted them because it's easier for me to use with my clients, but they're just the regular Black Radiance setting powders. So I'm gonna go into something that's a little bit lighter than my complexion for underneath my eyes, just to highlight. When you do this, you wanna make sure you're doing it softly, not too harsh. Okay, so after I have that powder brushed away, I'm gonna go back, add a little bit more to my brush, and now I'm gonna press it into the skin. And when I'm pressing, I'm using a little bit of pressure. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to contouring our face. So I'm going in with my Morphe R14 round contour brush, and I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the color Espresso. Now I'm gonna go into my Black Radiance contour kit in medium to dark, and I'm gonna further deepen my contour with this. So now that we've contoured our face, now I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit, and then we're gonna move on to the 3-step highlight. So now we're gonna move on to my favorite part, the highlight. So as you guys know from my previous video, I'm gonna start off with the Kiko Milano 235 water eyeshadow. This is actually an eyeshadow. I love it. We're gonna go back to the same Real Technique setting brush to apply this highlight. Okay guys, you know, this is cute, but you know, we're not finished yet. So we're gonna move on to our Dose of Colors Royal Hotness. Okay, don't make fun of my packaging right here. You see what happened was my hot comb, it got messed up, but you know, it still works. Okay, as you can tell, I use this a lot. I smile, put it on the apples of my cheeks, and then blend it back. Okay, now we're gonna blend that out. And to blend it out, we're gonna use our blush. I'm gonna use my MAC Ambering Rose Blush. And I'm gonna go right in between that contour and the highlight. Okay, so after we do that, we apply the last highlight, which is gonna be Jo Michelle, the girl. Guys, don't judge me. I'm a little crazy, but I love highlight. As you can see, this one is done. Okay, I need to buy a new one, but you know, there's a little bit more. I'm gonna go right at the corners and then apply this right on top. This makes me so happy. Okay, and then I'm gonna place a little bit of that highlight down the bridge of my nose with my e.l.f. crease brush. Okay guys, now we're gonna move on to the lips. So first I'm going in with my lip liner. This is from Morphe in the color Trendsetter. I'm gonna outline my lips with this. Okay, so after I've outlined my lips, I'm gonna go in with my lipstick. I'm using MAC Naturally Transformed lipstick. I'm gonna apply that right on top. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna go right on top with some clear gloss. And this is from Black Radiance. Our look is basically done. So we're gonna lightly set our face, and I'm using my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Yes, set that face. And remember, we're gonna wet our beauty blender with some setting spray, and then we're gonna lightly use that underneath the eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over my lash band one more time with the black liquid liner, just to make sure the lash band is fully covered. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add just a little bit more highlight. Okay, blend it one last time. All right guys, so we're all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned a lot. So if you guys recreate this look, make sure you guys hashtag Melly Taught Me, okay? This is gonna be my new hashtag for you guys so that I can see all of the recreations, and then so that way I can post you guys on my page if I like your work or whatever. And also make sure you guys are subscribed. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can be notified when I post. And also make sure that you guys like my video. So if you guys didn't already watch it, I did do an in-depth tutorial on how to get my Flawless Instagram Ready foundation. So click this video to check it out. I'm so happy, you know what I'm saying. So start over. So, what am I trying to say? Melissa. Hello? Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? I really like this Helen E primer because it's gonna help our eyes. Start over. Damn it, okay. Whew, focus.